kumusta naman yung experience nyo with Kanata Education, syempre? Tinulungan
alam mo, in all honesty, sobrang laking tulong sa amin ng Kanata kasi step by step, yung pagtulong nila, ramdam mo talaga yung genuine concern and support nila. Hindi na sila yung agency na basta makakuha ng pera or makapagpasa lang or ma-check lang ng document. Thorough sila mag-check ng document. Makulit sila, mataray sila. They see to it that everything is in order before they launch the visa application. So, alam mo yun, hindi lang yung feeling ng may trust ka, pero feeling mo rin panatag ka sa application mo kasi alam mo na na-check ng maayos at talagang pinaglaanan ng oras yung documents mo.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. And it's only a few days before Christmas. So how are you there? All right. From where I'm at, it's really cold. By the way, I'm from the south. So medyo sobrang lamig talaga dito. So welcome, everyone. And good afternoon. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. And right now, we have two speakers from two different provinces. We'll have University of Canada West, located in Vancouver, British Columbia. And we also have Miss Cristel Valenzuela from Confederation College at the heart of Ontario. So I know some of you guys are having difficulties choosing between which provinces offers the best in terms of your future. And fret not, because today you will learn a lot about these two schools and their respective provinces. So I'll introduce Miss Cristel Valenzuela first from Confederation College, ladies first. Hello, Miss Cristel, good afternoon, and advanced Merry Christmas.
Yes, hello, Miss Christina, and of course to Team Kanata, and to our partner nyo rin pala, of course, University Canada West, hello, and to our live viewers here via YouTube and Facebook. Actually, whichever destination you would go, if it's either BC or Ontario, you're actually already more than blessed. So kung ano man yung choice nyo, okay yan, okay na option yan. Okay, so similarly, I'm also located here in the southern part of Luzon, tama ba? Well, Metro Manila, but I can also feel the breeze, the cold breeze. It feels na talagang it's Christmas already. But anyhow, we're here to present to you and provide you educational pathway or study pathway in Canada, and you will discover a lot of benefits through this pathway. So I think I'm all set to present. I'm going to share my screen right now. And please bear with me. My presentation would be about 15 to 20 minutes. So I encourage everyone to please take down notes, or if you do have any questions, please do write it down in the chat box. Or if you are attending via YouTube, you can also jot down any questions that will pop into your mind, definitely relating to the topic today. Okay, so I think you can see my screen right now. So once again, my name is Cristel Valenzuela, and I am the representative for Confederation College in the Philippines, Indonesia, and Malaysia. And as you can see right now, this is where the college is located. I like what Miss Christina said, in the heart of Ontario. I like that. So I think I'm going to use that as well. And I would say it is quite also factual, because We are located in Thunder Bay. Others would call it T-Bay. And why is it I would associate in the heart? Kasi nga, we do have a well-balanced lifestyle here. I will show you a very quick video on how the community looks like, where the campus is located, also what activities you can do while studying, if you can also work there. So I will be showing a very quick video. And so in my presentation, you'll be expecting these contents. And so I will cover a little bit about Thunder Bay. And why is it important for me to really dwell on this topic? Because did you know that with the study pathway, there's actually a long-term opportunity? Yes, we do understand that for you, perhaps you have different goals. If you want to, maybe your ultimate goal is to really get some experience and some qualifications in Canada and go back to your home country, wherever you're from. Or probably you would want to stay put in Canada. Well, that is also possible. So meaning to say, you can apply what you've learned after studying through the postgraduate work permit. And then later on, if you would want to have even a long-term goal, okay, hashtag goals, and that will be the settlement plan or the permanent residency route. And why now I'm stressing this out? Because where the city is located, where the campus is located, there might be relevant correlation with that. So this is on the provincial policy now. So we have here the RNIP, or the Rural and North Immigration Pilot Program, which is a immigration route for those who would want to stay, of course, in the city of Thunder Bay, Ontario. So I'll be covering a little bit on that. And of course, we're going to highlight about the college. And I will be focusing on the postgraduate programs for today, okay? And I want you to pay attention to the next slide, because this will provide you a visual teaser of the community. So medyo virtual tour tayo sa Thunder Bay. And also pay attention to the left part of the screen, because that will be the profile of our city. So please watch this.
This is actually a place for like prime adventurers. It can also be for people who aren't prime adventurers.
Go explore one of the 1,000 lakes around, the big lake, small lake, river, the Cam River, wherever. The adventure's out there. You just need to get outside and do it.
It's a variety of really, really world-class experiences that we have in Thunder Bay. The views, the clean waters, the wildlife, it's amazing.
There's a humble attitude to this place.
Yeah, there's an ease of life here that you would have to pay a lot of money to have in other places.
I really like that. So it's like having the ease of life without paying a lot of money. So which means that the cost of living is definitely way low, and that is one of our our assets. But again, it depends on your goal. Diba? May kanya-kanya naman tayong hinahanap, of course, and when it comes to selection of a place. And of course, Thunder Bay, look at our profile. We're about 90 minutes away from Toronto. So if you would want to go to Toronto, you can travel there by land. If you want to do a road trip, or if you want to go by flight, that's about 2 hours away. You can do that too. And on the other side, we're about 8 hours away from Manitoba. And on the other side naman, we're about 4 hours away from Minnesota, the USA. Why am I mentioning about this? Well, this is also very vital because this has been so evident during the pandemic. When your city is open, of course, with practicing proper protocols, rigorous protocols, and the businesses are open. So what will actually be the benefit for you if you're there? Well, there will be opportunities, right? Because people come in and out in your community. There will be abundant decent jobs waiting for you, or for your spouse or partner, because you can bring your partner or your spouse with you. So you will have available part-time work or postgraduate work opportunities as well. So economic influx, yun naman yung basic formula as well. And we're also the third busiest airport in Ontario and the largest inland port in the world. So if you are from the aviation maritime industry, well, this is a great avenue for you. And you've seen that it seems like the place is a tourism destination. Well, it is because TV is also one of the tourism or tourist spots in Ontario. So if you are also from the hospitality industry, this is a great avenue for you. Okay, moving forward. And this is also an important aspect for us. So may correlation, like what I mentioned earlier, may correlation ang city and of course the settlement plans. And this is one of the reasons, one of the great reasons behind this, the RNIP. I don't know if you have done your research about this, but you can actually find more information online as well. But we are so very fortunate that CEDC conducted webinar. Hi, hello. Can you hear me? I think I'm losing my connection.
Yes, we hear you, Crystal.
Okay, medyo nawala yung connection ko.
Yeah.
Teka. Ayan, okay. So we were very fortunate that we have this RNIP webinar conducted by CEDC. And in this session, so this is one of the perks to be an international student. And it is through the RNIP route. So in this session, and it was actually the priority occupation, it has expanded. So would you believe, okay, look at this facts here, as you can see. So the first draw for the RNIP was conducted last 2020. Wow, and would you believe, you can see it now. As mentioned earlier, I'm stressing this out once again. Would you believe that, okay, ay hindi ako makapag-drum roll. I was trying to do drum rolls, that 50%, okay, of those who were endorsed by CEDC, as you know, they do play a vital role, not only because they run the community or they're in charge of the businesses in Thunder Bay, but ulitin ko again, baka na-miss to kanina while I was presenting, sila rin yung in charge ng endorsement for RNIP. So if you do qualify for the RNIP route, then you would be endorsed by CEDC. And 50% of those who were endorsed by CEDC were actually graduates of the college. This is again such a stunning number and information, because we can't just provide you, we're part of this route. We need, of course, stats. We need some proof and evidence, and we're very happy to inform you this. And also, as mentioned earlier, that the occupations have expanded. I'll reiterate, this might have missed earlier, that the occupations for this category have expanded. For the first draw, healthcare, primarily in healthcare, were the dominant occupations. But for the recent draw, last 2020, this year, the first quarter, it has expanded to different occupations. So number one, in fact, were from the food service, hospitality, also real estate. Hati sila, they're like in the number one occupation. And the second piece of the pie, or the second biggest chunk of the pie rather, were from the healthcare and community pa rin. But the great news is that what I really appreciate about this RNIP route or settlement plan for the student is that it's not saturated in one occupation alone. So it did expand to other occupations. So we do have from academe, skills, trades training, a different array of businesses. So this is great news to share with you. Okay, so moving forward, according to CEDC, in this webinar conducted, there were also other immigration routes, not only via RNIP, because we do understand that this is a pilot program. We don't really know up until when this be available, or will it thrive or not. So there are other route, specifically CEC and OINP. So it depends on which pathway you would be eligible. We're not saying that this is easy breezy. Okay. Of course, it does entail a lot of research. It does entail a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. But what we're trying to convey here or establish here is that there is indeed a clear path for you. You study, you work and applied your learning, and then gain some experience. And then also, if you are eligible, then you can apply for a settlement plan. So this is what really want to put it up there. Okay, so hopefully it's clear. So that's why there's a correlation with the community where the school is located, and of course for the long-term goals. Now moving forward, let's talk about a college. Hopefully you're quite convinced about the city and the opportunities waiting for you. So we are a publicly funded institution. Therefore, we really adhere with the rules and regulations strictly and rigorously. And we have excellent employment rate at 93%. All our programs are postgraduate work permit eligible. And as an international student, these are few of the things that you will get to benefit. I did not include everything here, but I just highlighted some of those might be really relevant. And we do have immigration or in-house lawyers. So if you do have some issues perhaps, or some concerns about your postgraduate work permit, your co-op permit, or you're confused, am I eligible for RNIP, ONP, CEC, which one is which? Don't be overwhelmed. You can seek for free, advisory, professional advice rather, from our in-house lawyers. And we do have employment help. So Confederation College is indeed an applied learning school similar to a polytechnic. And therefore, we're very big on simulations. And we have a special division or a special unit called the Workforce Development Division, as you can see from the screen. So if your program rather has a co-op or paid internship and or work placement, this is an OJT without any salary or not allowances, and you might be looking for an employer. So do not worry, do not fret, because we have our team. They can assist you and make it more convenient, not only for the current students, but what about those who are about to graduate? What will be your opportunity and who can help you? So apart from the different activities that we've been doing left and right, job fairs, experiential learning, we also have assistance for before you graduate. So we have here the Northwest Employment Works. They're actually an Employment Ontario service provider, and they have different locations. And one is in Thunder Bay, specifically on campus, nasa Confed po siya. And who are they? So NEW, what they do is they provide assistance. They provide assistance for you for the work, and also for job postings, and then they do have workshops as well. They have also some career counseling, and everything is for free. You just have to really be assertive. And anyway, we do postings as well every now and then, so you know when you can actually seek for assistance. And for us to have a better understanding of how this works, for example, this program called DSW, Developmental Services Worker, we have here stipulated the co-op employers or your field placement. And these are some of our partners, as you can see. Okay, this is while you're studying, and at the bottom, as you can see here, employment prospects. So graduates are hired by the following agencies in Thunder Bay. We are very blessed. We are very grateful because Confed College has an excellent and strong relationship with the industries and the businesses in the community. And this is a great springboard for you to have, of course, employment possibilities after you graduate. And moving forward, this very quick video is presented by, ayan, with the internet problem, sorry about that. This video is presented by Miss Miriam Wall. Let's hear what she has to say.
I really commend the Canadian government because it has given the students a pathway to stay here. So students come, they study, they get used to living in Canada, they adapt to the culture, they improve their language, and then they graduate with a Canadian credential. And then the Canadian government makes it relatively easy for them to stay for anywhere up to 3 years to work here and apply everything they learned. We have an awful lot of
Right. So Ms. Miriam Wall, our Dean for the internationals, she also commends the government for, recommending the students to stay put and apply their learning once you have finished your studies from Confed. And so now we're moving forward. What are the programs offered at Confederation College? So we do have the first School of Aviation. We all have our own hangar, which is based at Thunder Bay International Airports. Our aviation students, they get to simulate or have the real hand experience at the facility. It is located at Thunder Bay International Airport, about 15 minutes away from the campus. And the next one, we do have another in-demand program, Technology and Trades. And these are the different programs offered by under these faculties. Okay, you can take a screenshot and then later on you can ask further from Kanata about the program offerings. Please do not be overwhelmed with the tuition fee. As we do a low deposit fee, we can accommodate staggered payment. Okay, next one is the Faculty of Business, Hospitality, and Media Arts. Please take a screenshot as well. Okay, moving forward now, Community Services and Health. And these are the program offerings. Just a fair warning here. For the PSW and dental programs, we're almost full. So if you are targeting this for September, or even talking about September, we recommend that you submit your application through Kanata because we only have few seats left. Okay, next one is for programs for degree holders. We have here the programs that you can also might be interested, and I'm going to highlight these programs in this presentation. So start off. This program is called DMMA, and if you are a graduate of any four-year degree in business and media arts, then you'll be qualified to go for this program, also quite in demand, as you know. And these are the employment opportunities for the said program. Okay. All right. Next one is we have HRM, another in-demand program. So this is such a stunning information here, as you can see. It actually allows you to write for the CHRP if you do want to practice HRM in Canada. And these are the plausible employment opportunities waiting for you. Okay. Next one is International Business Management. This would also provide you the pathway here at the bottom. Okay. And as you know, with IBM, it's some quite sporadic when it comes to opportunities. You can work at the bank, construction, real estate, even PR. So it's some quite broad. Also tourism possible as well. Next one is ICT for Business. This is also a great program. And you do have an option to take for Cisco Certified Entry Networking Technician certification. Okay. And this is next is our industrial manufacturing process. This is for graduates of industrial, mechanical, and aeronautical engineering degrees. Okay. Embedded systems for graduates of electrical and electronic engineering. Okay. We have here health informatics, also very popular and in demand. This is a usual or a popular combination for students is that on the first year they go for HI, and in the second year they can go for certificate program in personal support worker or medical lab assistant. So this is also very possible for them. It depends if they would also intend to have a 1+1 type of program. And then we have here health admin and leadership. So if you're a graduate of human services, social science, and healthcare, this is a great program for you. And here we have accelerated programs. We have a diploma version of this, but it's quite different when it comes to the course outline and the eligibility requirements. So for the accelerated version, we require that you're a graduate of official nursing or physician degree in the Philippines. But for the diploma, there is no prerequisite. Maybe you might be interested to go for that. And these are the opportunities waiting for you. Next one, similar with RT, there's also a diploma program for this, a 2-year, and this is a 1-year program. And accelerated version requires a degree in healthcare. So that will be specifically nursing, social work, home study, and physician. Okay, right. Again, these are the opportunities. We do have entry bursaries for the postgraduate program. It's at $750. The criteria, if you're interested, you can ask further later on. And this is our payment structure. So this is the common, let's say, a sample for 1 year of fees. And you don't have to pay 1 year tuition fee upfront. You can settle as low as 2,500, and you can already submit for or lodge your student permit after you have paid the deposit fee of 2,500. And then we have here, okay, just to wrap my presentation up, I would like you to watch the video. Sorry for the lag. I'd like you to watch this very quick testimonial from one of our Filipino students, and also pay attention to the right part of the screen. So kindly view this.
Study at Confederation College because I hear that this college is culturally diverse, and so for this reason, I think this won't be hard for me to adjust for a new environment and to interact with other people. And also this college is well known for delivering like exceptional education and training to students. There is an international education center where we can ask questions, help for guidance, and if we have problems, people there working are very helpful and approachable, and they don't make you feel that you're alone in this journey. To my fellow Filipino students, the only thing I would like to say is that if you want to study in Canada, Confederation College is the best one for you. They do not only deliver exceptional education and training to students, but will surely help you get the skills and knowledge that employers demand.
Right. Okay. So hopefully you are fully convinced with the opportunities and the programs at Confed. And if you do have further questions, please do not hesitate to jot them down, and we can discuss over it later during the Q&A. And if you are going to proceed with our partner Kanata, we are going to waive the application fee and of 95 CAD. Normally you have to pay for it, so we're waiving it. And we also waive IELTS for Filipinos, or if you are from a different country but from a certain curriculum, we can also review that, and we can waive IELTS as well, or other English exams. We accept high school grads, and We also have programs with paid internship or co-op. And of course, we've got employment assistance through the workforce division. And last but not the least, we do have settlement pathways via RNIP, OINP, and express entry pathways. Please do like our official Facebook page. It's a Confederation College International Philippines. We highly recommend, so you can see the updates or some promos that we have. So please like our page. Well, that's all for me. Once again, my name is Crisel Valenzuela. Thank you for listening. And I now return the virtual microphone to Miss Christina. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that very wonderful presentation, Miss Cristel. All right. So our next guest speaker is from the East Coast of Canada. We'll have Sir Sandy representing University of Canada West. Now, I'm not. I'm sorry. The wind is just so strong here. It's just.
If it
All
doesn't,
right. So going back, we'll have Sir Sandy. Yeah, can you hear the wind?
I cannot.
It's crazy. It's like there's a storm here.
It's howling.
Yeah, that's how strong the wind is here. I'm in Tagaytay right now, so
that's why
we're here.
Tagaytay,
sorry about that, guys.
I'll share. Tagaytay is actually like Bogor or Bandung in the if you compare it in the Philippines. So it's
okay. Thanks.
I have a reference.
Really good reference. Thank you.
All right, guys. I will be welcoming Sir Sandy. He's actually based in Jakarta, Indonesia right now. So to all of our fellow Filipinos here who are in Jakarta working, good afternoon. I think we share the same time zone, right? Good afternoon and happy weekend. All right. So I'll give the floor to Sir Sandy. Hi. Go ahead, Sir Sandy.
Thank you, Ms. Christina. Hello, everybody. My name is Sandy. Thank you, Ms. Christina, Mr. Francis, and Kanata team for having me here. Such a lovely day. And Crystal as well. A good shout out for you. Thank you so much for joining us. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone is staying safe and well and in the comfort of each and everyone's home. So I think I really need to appreciate Kanata for providing two different institutions the floor for today and really provide you guys with the options of institutions that are located in the West, and also right now we're going to hear really looking at the institution in the east of Canada. So I'm going to share my screen, and in the next 20 minutes of our presentation today, I'm merely going to discuss about three things. So if there is three things you would like to take with you and consider University Canada West, there are three. First is the location, which is really strategic, and we're going to cover about this. Second, we're going to talk about career opportunity once you are joining University Canada West and after you graduate from it. And third is we are going to talk about the program itself. So let's do this, everyone. So hopefully everybody already can see my screen at the moment. Just a little or quick reminders about Canada at the moment. Canada is among the top country in the world, merely for three reasons. First is especially for the quality of life. Second is related to the work opportunity in Canada at the moment. And third is the Canada is one of the top destinations for education. Again, if you're looking for statistics or rankings, in quality of life side of Canada, right now Canada is number one. Looking at the U.S. News and World Report from last year at 2020, Canada is also number one in work destination in the world based on the BCG and the network report in 2021. And in the side of educations as well, which is important for us, is that Canada is number one, and this is by the educations.com in 2021 as well. So looking at this ranking, really, Canada is really up in the top in terms of quality of life, in terms of work destinations, as well as for education. But previously, in the last 20 minutes, we're looking at the western side of Canada, which is in Ontario. But right now, in the next 20 minutes, we're going to cover about Vancouver. So Vancouver itself is one of the largest city in Canada. It has about 3 million. The Metro Vancouver actually has populations of 3 million people. In terms of statistics itself, Vancouver is currently at top 25 in global financial centers. This means that, well, Vancouver being the largest city in Canada actually serve the purpose of being the host or being the destinations for really various types of industries in Canada, be it from the financial industry sectors, technology, education, government, and other side of things, even film industries. If you are not familiar with Vancouver, actually Vancouver is considered as the second Hollywood in North America. So it's because there are so many film studios that are available in Vancouver itself. So really, as a global financial centers, Vancouver really serves the role of financial centers itself for Canada at the moment. One of the global financial centers, that is. And after that, right now, Vancouver is also regarded as one destinations with high-tech job growth at the moment. And Vancouver is considered as a top 25 in the global startup ecosystem, meaning that if you are interested in building up small or medium-sized enterprise or get involved with those type of or SMEs, in other words, Vancouver has the ecosystems that are among the top in the world as well. So looking at the map of the Vancouver itself. So this is, if you check at the Google Maps right now, so basically this is what Vancouver looks like. If you can see my cursor on the screen, you would see that the area that I circle over here is the downtown Vancouver. And you can see that 50% of the downtown Vancouver is actually a green space or rather a park. It's a huge park. If you like running or jogging or cycling, you can basically go around this park and you would find 28 kilometers. Of one side, you can see a beach, like in one side, and then the other side is a huge park. So if you like going to marathon, for example, or cycling, for example, there are 28 kilometers available for you. But the other 50% of the downtown area is business district. And this will serve as an important role because UCW, or University Canada West, is really an institution that focuses on business, and I'm going to talk about that after this. But really the Vancouver factors, the factors that draw people into Vancouver is that there are three things. First is the outdoors. As you can see, the park is really huge, and outside of this, really you can see a lot of green spaces, even though you are in the middle of a big city. Weather and temperature. If you are comparing to other parts of Canada as well, you might be surprised with the average temperature throughout the year, because in the winter, for example, it is not very extreme in terms of temperature. You would find that the average temperature is even not even zero. It's still above 0 degrees Celsius. And in the summer, you would find it very pleasant because the average temperature in Vancouver area is around 30 degrees Celsius. It's not quite hot, and and again in the winter it's not quite cold as well. So it's really pleasant. And the third really is the career destination. As I said in the beginning, Vancouver serves as a global financial center and one of the economic foundations of Canada at the moment. And because of that, you would expect to see many, if not all, industry sectors are available in the downtown Vancouver. So yeah, and this will actually benefit because, again, UCW is focusing on business programs, and we're going to talk about that. But quick shout out to people that love nature. You would expect that in the middle of the city, you cannot have this type of scenery, and you're having a mistake, because really surrounding Vancouver itself, not more than 1.5 hours, you will be able to go to this many destinations as well from the center of the city. So if you like hiking in the forest, or you would try to have a snowboarding or skiing, going to lake, beach as well. I mean, we're located in the edge of the coast of Canada, and then if you like biking in the mountain, all of this can be reached within 1.5 hours from the center of the city. So you have the advantage of living in the city as well as being close to these types of natures as well. So after we talk about Vancouver, let's talk a little bit about UCW. UCW, as I said, we're focusing on business. So we're covering business programs, and we're going to talk about what programs are available. And we're emphasizing on teaching excellence by having professors from real-world business experience. Our professors are coming from different backgrounds and different business sectors as well. Most of them, or really all of them, having an experience of 10 years or even more than 10 years. And again, we're located in downtown Vancouver. Currently, we have not 4,000 at the moment, but 6,000 students, and they are coming from a vast number of countries, so 95 currently. So if you're coming from the Philippines, you would see many Filipino students and Canadian students and 93 other countries as well. And we do have 2 campuses, and both of them actually are located in downtown Vancouver. I'm going to discuss about that as well. But accreditations, memberships, and designations. We are monitored by the British Columbia province. As you might know, that the educational institutions are being monitored and audited by the provincial governments. So we have the education quality assurance from British Columbia. We are accredited by the ACBSP. We are members of the British Columbia Council on Admissions and Transfer, and so many different things. And UCW recently named a 5-star university by QS Star ratings. And I have to tell you that UCW is among institution in British Columbia to receive 5-star, the third in Canada, and among 7 only institutions in North America that receive 5-star ratings from QS Star. So this is an achievement for us, and we're happy to share it with you. In case you are, would like to continue your educations, especially in business programs. We are part of a designated learning institutions list. Some of the designated learning institutions also provide post-graduation work permit opportunity, and we're going to talk about that as well here. Vancouver House Campus. This is our main campus at the moment. This is, we have the area of about 1 hectare, and there are 2 buildings in this campus and 4 floors. As you can see, the ambience or the situations inside of the Vancouver House is like this. And you can see a video. Actually, we do have a virtual tour of this campus up in YouTube. So if you would like to check out Vancouver House Campus on YouTube, there is a video available on this. So all learning process is going to be here. So we do have all the advising will be available here. But if you are talking about registrar or finance department, it's going to be in our second campus, or rather it's our old campus. It's called Westbound Campus, and it's also located in the middle of Vancouver. So they are about 15 minutes apart, and you can go there by using bus as your public transportation. But right now, it is repurposed for back office departments such as registrar, finance, and etc. Okay, so we have been talking about locations, and the second point that I'm going to talk about is career opportunity. Again, post-graduation work permit is eligible. That means students that receive programs or take programs in UCW, they are eligible for post-graduation work permit for up to 3 years. So that means after you graduate from our programs, be it from the master's degree or bachelor's degree or associate degree, you will be eligible to apply for post-graduation work permit up until 3 years. But before you take that opportunity of a PGWP, you as a student are entitled as well to work part-time. That means during your study, you will be able to work up to 20 hours per week on campus and off campus. So it's really up to you. And while you are not studying or you are on the break, you can actually work up to 40 hours per week. So that probably is going to be beneficial for you. But in order to have those opportunity of having PGWP and part-time job, we do have support systems in place. The first and foremost is Career Development Center. This specific department is responsible for providing you with access to networks, as well as providing access to developing your soft skills. So in the soft skills department, they will be able to help you in terms of having advice on writing resumes and cover letters, having interviewing skills, etc. But in the network department, they would also provide you with specific advice if you have a set of interest or in specific business sectors, for example, or you would like to have exposures to local businesses. Career development centers basically provide you with the support necessary for you to do it. And through this, actually, you have the chance and the benefits of having the part-time job opportunity, as well as preparing you for the PGWP later on after you graduate. But outside of the Career Development Center, we do have a business community. On campus, this community is consists of professors as well as students. And what it does is actually, there are two things. First is provide you with the exposures. So they provide you with the exposures to connect with local institutions or local companies, be it Salesforce, for example, Microsoft, or any other big names, or local companies, SMEs, etc. And second is through that exposures, you actually have additional benefits or additional opportunities to get, for example, part-time jobs again, internships during your break, or PGWP after you graduate. And that business community is called Next Generation. And the third, so after Career Development Centers, Next Generation Hub, we do have third support system available for students, and that is professors. So our professors, being from various backgrounds of business, they would actually be perfect network to start with, especially if you would like to extend your networks in Canada. So be proactive, I would say, to students, and also don't be shy to connect with professors, because they are the gate, one of the gates available for you if you would like to extend your networks in Canada as well. So support system for career. Career Development Center is one, Next Generation Hub is two, and the third is the professors. And I would like to provide you with a snippet of students, or rather alumni of UCW. So where do UCW students work? And this really highlights that the versatility of business programs. So instead of only in the financial department or financial industry, you would have the opportunity to go to other industry sectors as well. So technology being one, communications being the other, educations, government, you name it. There has to be a need or opportunity for you to actually putting a career, especially after taking the business programs. But yeah, so we cover locations, we cover career opportunity, and the last one is our program. So our program starts with, I'm going to start with the Master of Business Administration. So MBA in UCW is 2-year, and we are accredited by ACBSP. and NCMA from Canada. We do have various focus. In the fourth point, you can see that our MBA program has focus area in consulting, for example. So if you're interested in taking your career into specific area, so we do have business analytics focus area, human resources, digital marketing, etc. So we do have that available for you. And if you would like to discuss what are the similarities, what are the differences of this focus area, definitely we can set up one-on-one discussions with Kanata Education after this sessions as well. But really, the MBA programs in UCW incorporate various technologies, I would say, in the courses provided for students. So as you can see here, we incorporate Amazon Web Service, Facebook Blueprints, Salesforce Trailhead, etc., etc. And we are operating in the Microsoft Office environment as well. So really, we provide you with the latest technology in providing our courses. And as for the entry requirement for our MBA is that you would have to be graduated from a bachelor's degree from a recognized university. And the minimum GPA that required is 3.0 out of 4.33. And we will actually look at the programs that you took in your bachelor degree. If your bachelor's degree proved to be equivalent to business administration and Bachelor of Commerce, for example, then that will be the only requirements available and the requirements that we need. What that means is that we'll be able to offer you with direct MBA programs. But if you do not have this specific requirement, so for example, you came from the technical backgrounds, like engineering backgrounds or arts and humanity backgrounds, we can still see at your management or managerial experience. And in this case, we will see that if that consists of a minimum of 3 years, we can also consider to provide you with direct MBA program. But then again, if you cannot meet these requirements, we might consider to accept you, but it's going to be starting with the preparatory program first, and we call it MBA Foundation. So before you take the 2-year programs of the MBA, there is a 3 months program requirement for you to take. And upon this successful 3 months program, then you would be able to progress to MBA program. So I hope that is clear. But if not, then we can definitely discuss it in the Q&A session. In the undergraduate side of things, we have Bachelor of Commerce. This is 4-year program. We have Business Communication. This is also 4-year program. And Associate of Arts. This is not a bachelor's degree. So Associate of Arts only consists of the 2 first year of the bachelor's degree. But this gives you the opportunity to have the options. So after 2 years of studying, you'll be able to have the options to continue study and finish your bachelor's degree, or you can continue to work or something else. So for the Associate of Arts, you do have that options available for you. And the entry requirement for undergraduate programs is that you would have to graduate from high school. That means grade 12 Canadian education equivalent with the average of C for the grade. And we do have section. But quickly, in terms of flexibility and affordability of UCW is that we do offer 4 different intakes per year. So it starts with, well, October, January, April, and July. In the financial support department, we do offer grants and scholarships, which I'm going to talk actually over here. So we do offer partial grant or scholarship for international students. And for being a Filipino student, we do have 2 schemes available. And from these 2 schemes available, you actually will receive only one for you, and it will cut your tuition fee up to 9,720 Canadian dollars. We're going to talk about it later, or we can discuss it after the session. That's totally fine as well. But the highlight of this scholarship is how you get it. How do you actually apply for the scholarships? Well, first is you will have to apply for the UCW program first. And through Kanata is actually going to help you in terms of applying. So what types, so in the first stage of your application, you will have to provide us with documents. And the list of documents are listed on the screen. First, the application form, and the Kanata team is going to help you and with submitting the application form. And for your information, the form itself is free of charge, so it's not going to be, there is no fee available. Second point that we're going to ask you is English proficiency. So if you are for MBA and you have work experience in the Philippines, then we would consider a certificate or a statement from your employer to be an English proficiency as well. Due to this, you do not have to take TOEFL IBT or IELTS academic or Duolingo or any other English test. But if you are not in this case, we are going to ask you for this type of English proficiency. So we accept currently TOEFL IBT, IELTS Academics, Duolingo English Test, PTE Academics, and several others. Third point is academic transcripts and certificate, and copy of passport, and CV or resume. Bear in mind that resume is only required for MBA applicants. For those of you who would like to apply for undergraduate programs, resume is not needed. And last thing, before we go to the Q&A section, is the intakes. So as I mentioned, we do have 4 different intakes. The closest one being available, and this is currently closed up for application, is January. But after January, we do have April and July and October. So every 3 months. So in case you would like to have some sort of preparation first before you apply, and afterward applying for visa, we do have new intake every 3 months. So yeah, it will help. And that concludes my presentation as of now. So I hope that gives you a little bit of backgrounds, a little bit of highlights about UCW. And again, if you have unclear messages you would like to clarify here, let's discuss in the Q&A section. Go back to Christina now. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that very informative presentation, Sandy. All right. So guys, you've already heard details or information about the schools we've presented today, first from Confederation College and with UCW. Now, if if you'd like to start your journey as an international student, I'll give the floor to my colleague, our very own education counselor, Sir Francis, to discuss on how you can do about or how you can start your journey with us. So let's all welcome Sir Francis from Kanata. He will be discussing the step-by-step process on how we can start the application with either UCW or Confederation College. Hello, Sir Francis.
Yes, hi Christina, and good afternoon, everyone, to our viewers and prospective students who wants to go to Canada as an international student. And hi also to Cristel, go Team South. Yes, because I'm also living in Metro South or south of Metro. Cristel.
Hey, nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
Virtually.
And also Sandy from UCW. I know everyone is excited to start their application with our partner colleges and with our school partners, Confederation College and University of Canada West. But you might want to know first our services that Kanata Educational Consultancy Services offers to our students. Let me just share my screen. All right, everyone, welcome to Kanata Educational Consultancy Services, a free webinar with Confederation College from Ontario and also University of Canada West from British Columbia. First, let us discuss the benefits of an international student. So international students will get quality education. Education in Canada is acknowledged and very affordable compared to first world countries like the United States and United Kingdom. Anywhere in the world, you will use your degree, whether you want to move to Australia, you want to stay in Canada, or go back to the Philippines after your studies. Second is the standard of living. International students would experience living in a safe and welcoming environment just like Canada. And lastly, for permanent residency. So after studying, you have an opportunity to pursue your permanent residency application. Okay, one exciting opportunity for international students in Canada is they get to work while studying. So if you have a study permit, you can work on campus. So you can also work off campus, maximum of 20 hours per week, and also for co-op. So meaning this is incorporated in your program. So some co-ops might be paid and some are not. So international students during school semesters can work up to 20 hours per week. And while during semester break and holiday breaks, they can work up to 40 hours per week. And after your study in Canada, you can still stay there and work full-time via postgraduate work permit, because every international student that finish in a DLI, designated learning institution, just like Confederation College and UCW, University of Canada West, students will be eligible for postgraduate work permit. So of course, there are duration of studies for you to have a PGWP. If you study a short course, less than 8 months, international student will not get PGWP. But if you study a 1-year program, you will get postgraduate work permit of 1 year. And if you study naman a 2-year program, you will get up to 3 years postgraduate work permit. So both Confederation College and UCW offers 1-year and 2-year programs in Canada. Also, as an international student, you have the privilege to bring your family. So you can bring your spouse and also your common law partner. If granted with a visa, they will get an open work permit wherein they can work up to 40 hours per 40 hours per week job, while the student is working 20 hours per week. You can also bring your dependent children. And if they're in elementary and high school, they can also study there for free. So what are the documents that needs to be prepared for the school application? So international students needs to prepare their valid passport, academic transcripts and diploma, and also IELTS result. So this will depend on the school if they will require the student to submit an IELTS. So fortunately, Confederation College and University of Canada West doesn't require Filipino student to submit IELTS results for school application. However, I think for Confederation, they just need to present their diploma and transcript. But for UCW, they need to present, I think, medium of instruction. Okay, now let us discuss the process of application. So first is to have a one-on-one consultation with your counselor. This is where Kanata will guide you on choosing the right program for your education in Canada, depending on your situation. So it will depend on your school or education background and also your work experience. Second is to gather and submit required documents. So for the school application, you will submit your requirements with us, and we are the one who will submit it to Confederation College and University of Canada West. Third is to apply in a designated learning institution. And fourth is to wait for the acceptance letter. So basically, with your application, guided siya. So we will give you the list of requirements for school application depending on the school you want to apply. And we are the one who will submit all your documents to the school. Fifth process is to confirm the slot and pay for your tuition fee. So to secure a slot in your chosen school, after getting a letter of acceptance or letter offer, you need to pay for the tuition fee. And after that, we can now proceed with the visa application by getting a medical test, complete all requirements for visa application. Don't worry, Kanata Educational Consultancy Services will give you the list of requirements for visa application. And we also assist the student in submitting their documents for visa application. So let us now discuss the two types of visa application for international students. So first is the regular stream, wherein the student will need to pay for the 1 semester tuition fee. The student also need to have a sponsor. So a sponsor should be a blood relative of the student that will provide affidavit of support, proof of relationship, and proof of funds. So for them to be a sponsor, they should be a relative. They need to write a statement letter stating that they will help or assist students with their financial for their tuition fee and their living costs. The student also require to present or to create an SOP or a statement of purpose. So basically, this is where you will explain why you want to study in Canada. But don't worry, Kanata Educational Consultancy Services will assist you in creating this letter. So for regular stream, you will pay the 1 semester tuition fee You will have a sponsor that will provide affidavit of support, proof of relationship, and proof of funds. So, another type of visa application is the study direct stream. So in this stream, you don't have to have a sponsor that will provide proof of funds. So basically, the student just need to pay 1 year tuition fee. Also, the student also need to provide IELTS score of minimum band of 6.0 with no score lower than 5 with 5.5 score for each band. And it doesn't matter if it's as long as you will submit an IELTS score for SDS. And also, you will purchase a guaranteed investment certificate in a Canadian bank. So you will process it here in the Philippines. So basically, you will open a bank account amounting 10,000 Canadian dollars that will serve as your living costs in Canada. And also, just like in regular stream, you will create a statement of purpose for to explain why you want to study in Canada. So again, I have to say this. There are two types of visa application for international students. One is regular stream, and the other one is the study direct stream. Both streams can get you a student permit or student visa. It's just a difference of the and also the tuition fee payment. For regular stream, and for regular stream, you just only need to pay 1 semester tuition fee. So again, Kanata Educational Consultancy Services is assisting international students who wants to go to Canada for free. So basically, we don't collect processing fee, we don't collect assistance fee for the student. So all of our assistance from school application all the way to visa application is for free. You just need to settle 10,000 pesos to start the application, but that 10,000 pesos is consumable, meaning when we lodge your application, you don't need to pay the 150 Canadian dollars for the visa fee and $85 for the biometrics fee. So basically, it's not a processing fee or not an assistance fee. That 10,000 pesos is a deposit fee for you to start your application with Kanata. And in the visa application, we will use this one for the payment of the 235 Canadian dollars fee for the visa fee and biometrics fee. And that's the end of my presentation. And you can follow us on our social media pages, Facebook and Instagram. You just search Kanata Education. And you can also support Miss Catherine Manasan YouTube page or YouTube account wherein she discussed the process and also our past webinars with Kanata and our partner schools in Canada. And we can now proceed with our question and answer. Christina?
Yeah. Sorry about that. My internet connection is kind of slow right now, so it took me a while to start the video back again. Okay. Thank you for that, Sir Francis.
Yes.
Okay. So guys,
yes, Christina.
All right, I'll start with the question posted on our chat box. So I believe this is directed to Sandy from UCW. What are the options that a student with a teaching background, major in social science, can take for postgrad courses or postgrad programs? Do you have any programs available for them?
Yeah, thank you for the question. I think it's from Fleur. Thank you so much for the question. Currently, we do have master's degree programs. This is postgrad. So for postgrad courses, what we do have right now is only Master of Business Administration, or MBA. So if you are interested in studying business and would like to continue to MBA programs, I believe this will be available for you. But looking at the again, we will need to look at your backgrounds, especially looking at your CV or resume, and looking really at the professional experience or working experience. We can definitely discuss this if you would like to continue to MBA, and would be happy to help. Christina and team hopefully definitely will be able to help. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
How about the MBA tuition fee and the scholarship that UCW offers? I think we actually have a couple of questions here pertaining to this.
Yes, I'm really waiting for this question. Actually, I didn't put this in my presentation for a reason. Thank you so much. But yeah, tuition fee and scholarships. I would like to share a screen again and provide you with this snippet of information. You can definitely, so this will be available. You do not have to take the screenshot if you do not want to. Kanata will also have this information available for you. But in terms of MBA, so the Master of Business Administration for 2022 fee is going to be around 36,000, and it's going to be taken within 2 years. So for the average tuition fee per year is going to be around 18,500. So I hope it's going to provide you with snippets of the fee, but that's not it. For students, you do not have to provide the tuition fee for 1 year directly in advance. For you, it's going to be you will be able to pay for your tuition fees every term. So, so that is one flexibility that we provide for students. Same for the Bachelor of Commerce. The total tuition fee. This is so I have to highlight this. This is not a yearly or annual tuition fee, but a total. So the total tuition fee is around 73,000, and that's going to be divided for 4 years. So if that's the case, then it's going to be around. Wait, it's going to be around 18,000 as well. So $18,000, and again, you can definitely make a payment every term. So yeah, that would be. So we can discuss it later in more details. Yeah, but one thing about the scholarships, yes, there is a scholarship available, and that's going to reduce the tuition fee. So for Master of Business Administration, the maximum amount that you would have is around 9,720 at the moment. So that will reduce the tuition to 27, almost 28,000 for the total tuition. I hope that helps.
All right. Thank you, Sandy. How about Ms. Cristel? What are the scholarships that Confederation College offers for international students, specifically for Filipino students, if you have one?
Yes, of course. As mentioned earlier, can I also share my screen? Because the question might be quite ambiguous when it comes to the postgrad programs. We do have postgrad programs, and hopefully you can also take advantage of this. Thank you for that, Sandy and Ms. Georgina. Okay, so here we are. We've got for the client who might be interested in pursuing a postgrad program at Confed. And we have here, if your background is social science major, might be possible for you to commence or to partake in, let me check. Let's see if this is possible for you. Yeah, here we are. So Leadership for Healthcare Professionals, that's a very great program as well. It's a postgraduate certificate, 1 year. And we do have here our intakes, and we have the job outlook stipulated as well. And apart from healthcare professionals, you may also want to probably be interested in this program, HRM, okay, and also IBM, okay. So that is highlighting more on the postgraduate. And but you're asking related to teaching. So we do have a program that is quite appropriate for the teaching or academy industry. We have here developmental services worker. This does not have a prerequisite as long as you are a high school graduate. And given like in the Philippines, you understand majority of our clients are bachelor's degree holder. You can go for this. We do have 2 paid internships for this program. And we have stipulated here, of course, the learning expectations. It's catering more towards the clients that would have physical, cognitive, and developmental needs. And there's another popular one that we have here, a recreation therapy. It's quite synonymous to like a personal support worker and also PT, physical therapy, and a little bit on education as well, because basically you create programs that are deemed interesting that will provide holistic development for your clients that may have some barriers as well. And your clients will be sporadic from kids, teenagers, adults, elderly, and you may be employed at the following employers or venue: hospitals, retirement homes, schools, so forth and so on, even government facility. And we have here ECE, Early Childhood Education. I think it's also one of the most popular programs that we have. It's a diploma program. Okay, just to reiterate, this is a diploma program. And you can also go for this even if you do have a degree, because it's apples and oranges. Whatever you've taken here from the Philippines may be different, of course, if you pursue in Canada. And for this program, recreation therapy also has 2 paid internships. We have here 3 paid internships for ECE. I believe that Francis is very knowledgeable about these programs because you do have a lot of clients under these faculty, right? Yeah. So this could be a great option for you. Okay, so I also agree with the statement with what Sandy mentioned earlier. It also boils down with assessing your curriculum vitae, your CV, your portfolio, and your career goals. We can provide some, program recommendation, but we need to understand what are your goals as well. So that will be facilitated by, of course, Kanata. So that's for the programs. And we do have scholarships, but only partial, not as generous as UCW. How I wish. So we do have partial scholarships, 500 for certificate and diploma, and 750 Canadian dollars for postgraduate program. So there you go. Thank you.
Okay. This question is for both schools. How long is the school application? Can they still make it to May and April intake? Crystal? Are there any available programs for May intake? Because January is too close.
Yeah. We wouldn't recommend. Otherwise, the consultant would, have anxiety attack. We don't want that. It's not going to be very pragmatic. So for May, our May programs, it will be more towards the postgraduate courses. And we still have time. Yes, we still have time as long as you will submit, of course, all the documents ASAP. And then for the offer, if you have all the documents needed for school application, all are collated, all are submitted, and then Kanata will submit it to us. You'll be able to receive your offer within 24 hours. So yeah, in one day. Yeah. So yeah,
that's great.
Yep. Thank you.
What about in UCW, Sandy? How soon they can receive their letter offer after submitting all the documents?
Yeah, thank you for the question. In terms of reviewing applications, again, I'm going to go back again to the bigger picture. If you're asking me that a student can enroll to UCW as soon as April, for example, is that possible or not? I really agree with Crystal. It really depends on the student's preparation, especially for documents. And you're not only applying for the school, but you're also applying for the visa. And all those two steps really have to be prepared with specific documentations and etc. So it really depends on your preparation right now. If you do have all the documents necessary, then by all means, please. I think it will be definitely doable. But if not, and you're starting from scratch, I don't think it's going to be advisable. Regarding the process, after we got your documents, and provided that your documents are complete, then we are going to have around 2 to 4 business days until the offer letter is issued. So once your documents are submitted, and please expect to have until 4 business days to get the offer letter and also award letter.
Okay, is there a deadline for the tuition fee payment after getting the letter offer or letter of acceptance?
We encourage within 30 business days. Sorry, not business days. 30 days after you receive your offer letter. Yep.
Okay, is that the same thing with Confederation College, Crystal?
Yeah, I think it's quite a staple for the due date. So once you have received your offer, please make sure that the budget for the deposit fee is settled, and you have 30 business days. Me too. You've influenced me, Sandy. You have 30 days to pay, within 30 days to pay or settle your deposit fee. Would like also to inform you that we understand the circumstances, meaning to say, here in the Philippines, there might be delays when it comes to banking and whatnot. And if you need to request for grace period or extension, we do recommend you have to inform Kanata, and they will let us know if you need to extend the settlement for deposit fee. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Crystal. And for information to our applicants and students, you cannot proceed with the visa application without paying for the tuition fee or the deposit. That's the rules from the IRCC, because you need to have a secure slot or seat from your school when applying for a student visa. Christina?
Yes, thank you. Question here from Ms. Janice, agency's service fee. So I think this one is addressed to us. Hi, Ms. Janice. So with Kanata, we do not collect any processing or assistance fee. However, if the student decides to avail of our service, we do collect a security deposit of 10,000 pesos. So this is in pesos, not in Canadian dollars. So 10,000 pesos. And this is consumable to be used later on to pay for your visa application fee and biometrics fee. So technically, Kanata don't collect any extra charges for the students. All of your other expenses like tuition fees and medical, they will be paid directly to the school and to the clinic.
Okay, this question is for Cristel. Do you accept matured students?
Yes, thank you for that question. Yes, we do. We do have, actually, that's the biggest pie of the percentage when it comes to the population. And we do accept mature applicants, and also another category would be those who have graduated from high school and then did not receive the post-secondary qualification. They immediately worked after they have finished, right? And yes, we do accept without doing any bridging program or foundation or pre-sessional programs, receiving about 1 year of tuition fee. You can go directly to this desired program, certificate or diploma. But the only difference is that you have to submit an English qualification. We accept Duolingo, and I think that is pretty much achievable. And of course, minimum of 2 years of work experience.
Yeah. All right. So when for the school application, they are required to submit a resume or CV.
Yes, you're right. If they are actually a high school graduate without post-secondary, so they need to submit their resume. But we actually recommend everyone, right, because it's part of their profiling, especially when you do consultation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you, Cristel.
I have one question here from the chat. It's for Sandy. Is there a required number of years working experience to pursue MBA?
You're muted.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I just realized I was on mute. But yeah, thank you for the question. Regarding the minimum working experience, we need to go back to the first two requirements for the MBA program. First is that you finish your bachelor's degree. And then second, we're going to see whether your bachelor's degree is equivalent, if you can see point number 4, that to the business administration or commerce. So if you are coming from this type of bachelor's degree, then we will not look at your minimum management or working experience. But if you're coming from a different background, like what Fleur said, I think she's coming from social studies. We will see your work experience, and it's going to be a requirement of minimum 3 years of management experience. We can discuss more about what we consider as a management experience with Kanata, of course, right after the session, because I think you will benefit from this discussion one-on-one. Yeah. I hope that helps, Fleur.
Yes. Thank you. That definitely answered the question, Sandy.
Okay, for program recommendation and specific questions regarding with your education background and work experience, please book an one-on-one consultation so we can discuss with your situation, we can do program recommendation and school recommendation as well. So we have here Confederation College if you want to study in Ontario, Thunder Bay, and University of Canada West if you want to study in downtown Vancouver. So any more questions, Christina? Okay, here. Cristel, sorry.
Yes, go ahead, Sir Francis.
How much is the tuition fee for culinary management?
Right. Okay. Thanks for that. For CM is also one of the very popular programs at Confed, and I think also across Canada, right? Vancouver and Ontario, very popular in demand. And so this I'm showcasing the tuition fee and the costing as well. And we have here, just to highlight that the food service is one of the priority occupation actually under RNIP as well, or the North Immigration Pilot Program. And we have here the subjects or courses that you will partake in. This includes paid internship or co-op. So here, as you can see, the field placement, we've got 2 field placement, semester 3 and semester 4. And what else? So yeah, so this would be the fees. There might be slight change, as you know that every year, like the fees will increase a little bit. So kind of expect that. Yeah.
Right. Thanks, Cristel. And good to know that the program has co-op or placement that is paid. Is that right, Cristel?
Yes, you're right. Yeah. Semester 3 and semester 4.
That's good.
Mhm.
Thanks, Cristel.
Thank you.
Okay, I just have one more general question here because most of the questions are really based on the personal background. So again, guys, in order for us to discuss your qualifications based on your personal background, please do book an appointment with either me or Sir Francis. You can just message us on our social media pages, Facebook and on YouTube, and then we'll schedule an appointment or an assessment with you for free. Okay. One more question from the chat. This is a general question. Actually, it's directed to both schools. Mr. Juan de la Cruz is asking if there's a data for Pinoy students who have studied in UCW or Confederation related to their age, course taken, or the program taken, and jobs landed. Is there such a thing as a study about that, Miss Cristel or Sandy? We'll start with
Okay.
Go, Cristel.
First. Okay.
Ladies first.
Right. That's actually yeah, thanks for that, Mr. Juan de la Cruz. And we, as for now, we do not have yet, or maybe I haven't checked. I have to check if there is a data composing of this requested file, but to date we do not have such thing. The reason behind it, it's for what I understand, it's also difficult to navigate through the alumni. So the mere fact that for us like to require for testimonies, it also does take time. But we don't have the stats for this. Although this is quite interesting, honestly speaking. This is a good question. If I can what I can generate, in fact, is of course the current students, but to generate what jobs they've landed and all, I think I do not have that stats to date. Okay, but yeah, that's a good one. Thank you.
Cristel,
Yeah.
what about how many Filipinos are currently enrolled in Confederation College?
Okay, right. We're actually very surprised and pleasantly surprised with the increase of numbers, especially during the pandemic. It has increased if you compare it to a couple of years back. The student population has an increase of more than like 50% of the usual enrollment. And for 2022, I don't have also the number yet, but based on the applications alone, we have about 200 plus applications. Yep, for 2022, and it all boils down with how many will also will of course be given and be granted with the visa. And another factor is that as much as we want to accommodate like everyone if they really want to go there, but as you know that there's a quota for international students. There's limited seats allotted for each program, so that's
They need to apply earlier, right, Cristel?
yes, yeah, that's right. And that this is again a general formula, I think, for most institutions in Canada, that there is a quota that they have to consider. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Thanks, Cristel.
All right, my turn. But yeah, unfortunately, Juan de la Cruz, I do not have the data for Pinoy students, mainly because I am responsible for other markets, being in Indonesia. But I believe the Filipino community in UCW is with a healthy number. I think it's quite huge compared to any other Southeast Asia countries. If I understand correctly, the question, have studied, meaning it's graduated. Again, I do not have this data as well, especially for the Filipino students. But courses and jobs landed taken, it's really diverse. I mean, we only have business programs in our campus, but within that business programs or MBA in the master's degree, students involved in various types of activities, be it on campus as a tutor or a peer-to-peer tutor, or assistant to the professors, or marketing staff to other institutions outside of campus. So there are different types of jobs that students can be involved in. And really, it comes to each of the students' initiatives to start asking, providing, correct profiles, and being brave to consult with other students or other support systems that are available on campus to be able to have correct or matching opportunities with you. So, yeah, I know it's not a definitive answer, but hopefully it gives the overall picture of what's going on in UCW.
Yes, thank
I
you.
think before we end,
We perfectly understand. Yes, Sir Francis.
I think before we end this presentation, I have a last question for Sandy. Considering that UCW is a private university, does the spouse of an international student qualify to apply for an open work permit?
Absolutely, yes.
All right,
Yes.
just like Confederation College.
Yeah, possible.
Yeah, Crystal says yes.
Okay, because some students thinks that because UCW is a private university, some of the privileges are not given to international students. But yeah, a student can have a PGWP, student can work while studying, and their spouse and dependents can apply through the dependents of the, yeah. That's good.
Yep.
Thanks, Andy.
Yep,
Krista.
thank you. Thank you for the question.
All right, I think that's about it. Again, guys, if you need to speak to one of an education counselor, either it's me or Sir Francis, please message us on our social media pages, and we'll be more than happy to conduct an assessment based on your personal background or personal preferences. So just message us, and we'll definitely do a free consultation with you guys. So again, thank you so much for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. It's very fruitful, and it's our last webinar for this year. So we'll see you again next year, a new year, and better version of ourselves. And hopefully, guys, you can start your journey as an international student with us, with Kanata, and with one of the schools that we've presented today.
Okay, thanks, Christelle, and thanks, Sandy. Advance Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanks, Francis. Thanks, Christina.
Advance Merry Christmas,
Thanks,
everyone.
Christelle.
Yes, I have that Christmas tree.
Yay.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you to our attendees also.
Yes,
Thank
salamat.
you.
Salamat. Bye, Christelle.
Salamat,
Bye.
Sandy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thanks, Kanata. Terima kasih, Sandy.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.